Vinci drew this from inspiration and memory and observation. His skill as a draftsman is amazing. The composition is so cool. It's just kind of like this jumbling of horses and men, midst of battle. And what's kind of curious about it, he has trayed them so tightly gathered that it comes across as one mass of humanity and animal. Sadly, the theme is conflict, and the composition is truly amazing. Your eye is unconsciously, as art is supposed to do, with good composition, your eye is moved from place to place by elements within the piece of art. It's very interesting in a sense too that there's no doubt there's lots of modeling, lots of shading and such. It still has a flatness to it that's kind of unusual. And I'm sure he knew that was happening. There's only as far as this whole mass goes, there's only 4 areas within this whole composition that within the mass of it give you a sense of layering and foreground, background, etc., etc., etc. So that's kind of cool. And being the full mass, like I said, it seems to be very flat. The elements within the piece obviously aren't. So it's kind of cool. It's shaded enough to distinguish it, but it's still amazingly, to me, comes across as a very, very flat surface. I've never seen this piece before. And then when you really start taking a look at it, I think lots of question marks of, what is this? What is going on? He never really did anything just idle. He was always a curious scientist, engineer, discoverer, artist. And you wonder whether this was a preliminary for something else he was going to do, or just this was to satisfy his curiosity about pulling off something that seems to be ambiguous. Again, I use that word too often, but ambiguous. Even when you squint at it, which is a technique I like to do when I do my artwork and view other artwork, even when you squint at it, it still comes across as a very flat piece. And I'm not saying that in a negative way. I'm saying that in a beautiful curiosity way. And then you look at the elements within it. You always learn and see something new every day.